This is the Galaxy Note 9, the phone that has received nothing but positive feedbacks from everyone. Everybody has something good to say about this phone, but does it really live up to the hype? So I've been using this device for about 6 weeks now, and I've got a couple of not so good things to say about it and lots of good things. I've got to admit though, it's a great phone, the best phone I've held in a while. I'm not sure I should be talking about the display because it's general knowledge that Samsung has the best displays out there, and you cannot expect anything less on a flagship like the Galaxy Note 9. And the fact that you have total control on how vibrant you want the colors to be makes it even better. You can fine-tune to your own definition of perfection. Every time I get a Samsung phone, I always go to the display settings and switch from adaptive display to basic. That reduces saturation and blue light. This 6.4-inch screen is a little step up from last year's Galaxy Note 8. And it's a good thing Samsung is not trying to be like these other manufacturers who are embracing the notch like it's a good thing. I don't mind the little bezels at the top and the bottom. The curves around the edges of the screen are gentle. I personally like it. This one is a little big though, but you can't complain. It's a Galaxy Note and you already know what to expect if you're getting this. I can say the design is beautiful, but that's subjective. Some people believe it's boring because it's exactly the same as last year's Galaxy Note 8. This phone has the same problem all flagship devices with wireless charging have. The same glass back cover that attracts fingerprints. It's not a problem if you're gonna put it in the case anyway. The fingerprint sensor is repositioned below the camera and it's now easier to reach than it was on the Note 8. But I believe it would be even easier to reach if it was shifted down by a few more inches. Sometimes I struggle to reach it. You still have IP68 water resistance, the beloved headphone jack, you still have iris unlock and face unlock, and it seems Samsung wants you to use intelligent scan, you know, the one that combines face unlock with iris unlock for better security. But I find it a bit too slow for my liking. I have everything set up, but I'm using fingerprint unlock most of the time, unlocking the phone before even bringing it close to my face. You've got choices and you can't complain unless you just want to do some nitpicking. Bixby button is still here and I'm still not using it. I sometimes press it instead of the volume down button. Samsung wants to get people to use Bixby by every means because you can't even disable the button any longer. I don't want to use two assistants on the phone. I like Google Assistant as it is. And there's one reason I can't use Bixby. It needs internet all the time. You can't set an alarm without the internet. You can't set reminders without the internet, just like Siri. But Google Assistant takes these basic commands and executes them without internet connection. So for me, that button is just a waste of space. The 4000 mAh battery on this phone is impressive. It gets you easily through the day and you still have some juice left. You still have fast USB Type-C charge and you've got fast wireless charge. I have the Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 variant of the Note 9 and it's definitely one of the fastest processors on the market at this moment. Performance is buttery smooth, 6GB of RAM lets you multitask all you want, and as always you can expect great benchmark scores that match real-life performance. Gaming on the Galaxy Note 9 is fun. Big screen, a fast processor and everything. I tried pushing it to the limit to see how the liquid cooling system comes to play. I played PUBG Mobile at maximum graphic settings, HDR, frame rate set to ultra, anti-aliasing turned on. The frame rate did not drop and the game didn't become choppy after a while. The phone was hot, really hot, and that's expected. But I guess the liquid cooled heatsink was taking the heat away from the processor to prevent thermothrottling and keep the game running smoothly. The general misconception is that this liquid cooling system keeps your phone cool. No, it doesn't keep your phone cool, it just tries to keep your processor cool, and I think it does a pretty good job. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm one of those weird people who don't like stock Android. I think it's ugly and I prefer custom skins. Unless you have something against Samsung, I think the software is pretty nice. Except for the fact that sometimes I get lost in the settings trying to change a particular option. But I like Samsung experience, it gives you almost every tool you need to actually make your phone yours. The redesigned Spen lets you do a lot of new things thanks to the new Bluetooth capability. Using it as a remote control for music and videos, taking selfies by just pressing this button, but I don't see myself using these features that much. These extra features sound really great, but I see myself using the pen to navigate the phone when I'm too lazy to swipe my finger across the screen, taking notes, and maybe sending live messages every once in a while. The camera is not the same as the one on the Galaxy S9 Plus. One telephoto lens and another wide-angle lens with variable aperture. The pictures are just what you expect from a Samsung flagship like the Note 9. Great images with lots of detail, amazing low-light performance. Thanks to the wide aperture at f1.5, pictures are still colorful and Samsung-like, if you know what I mean. And you still have features like Samsung DeX, which I don't see myself using at all. But it's nice knowing it's there. And there are lots of other features an average person doesn't care about. And I almost forgot to mention that the sound quality on this device is really good. This phone has its little shortcomings like the Bixby button I can disable, the rather slow intelligent scan, the back cover that's a fingerprint magnet, but all these are negligible and totally understandable since no phone is perfect. You have a great screen, awesome camera, an impressive battery life, lots of storage that's even expandable, IP68 water resistance, a nice multifunctional stylus, and lots more. It's a sad thing the 3.5mm audio port is not a feature on smartphones, but yes, you still have it on this phone. The Galaxy Note 9 delivers your money's worth and it lives up to the hype. If you ever plan to spend $1,000 on the phone this year, this is probably your best option. That's my review of the Galaxy Note 9. Hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next video. Stay safe.